Hello again. I wanted to do our mission walkthrough, this time mission 95, Scorching. As far as what to take for each class, you're going to want a front lines person that can fight up front and a person in the back for support. If you're a ranger, you probably be support role for the most part. I would suggest taking your best stringer if you have one available, and a machine gun to protect yourself. If you don't have a stringer, that's decent damage or level. Probably a Lysander, or you could always take a rocket launcher, perhaps as well. But yeah, for wing diver, you'd probably be a front lines person, so I'd recommend taking your best rapier and your best laser. And the reason for that is so that you can have enough energy. These being low-cost energy weapons, you can keep your energy up and constantly be moving and surviving and fighting. Rapier is really strong for close range, of course, and laser would be good for drones and for range. As far as Air Raider is very strong on this mission. My ideal setup would probably be your Air Raider and a Fencer, or Wing Diver, I guess. But you definitely want to take 2 strafe planes and your best Proteus. If you don't have access to a Proteus, probably a Railgun would be fine, but definitely Proteus is strong on this. And for Fencer, you'd probably be frontline, so you'd probably take your best blast hole spear and a catapult, and probably 2 hammers you could take, or a hammer and a catapult, or you could always take a jackhammer and a shield if you don't feel comfortable with, like, there's a King Spider later. But if you have an Air Raider and a Proteus, you'll probably be killing that with the Proteus. Since I'll be playing by myself, I'll need something with range, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let's see, I'll probably take another blast hole spear and a NC cannon is what I'll probably take. But yeah, I think I want to stick with this instead of a hammer. Yeah, I think so. Okay. So what you'll do at the start is, if you're an Air Raider or a Ranger, you'll grab these NPCs and you will go to the back of the map. For the Air Raider, you can wait till the enemies are clustered together, and then you can use your strafe plan and then kind of space them out a little bit so you always have them going. That way you always have distraction for the person up front to help them out. If you're a Ranger, you'll just take the NPCs probably to the corner and you'll just snipe the Duroys first, and then you'll snipe, the enemies. That's where the benefit of the stringer is. You can hit through multiple enemies. But as far as person up front, they'll just, try and be careful, try and stay alive, and I might need to actually go back to the NPCs, because being by myself here, so many drones. It's the drones that are the problem, because they will stun you and then you'll get hit and get killed. So that's where the benefit of 2 hammers is. As long as you have the hammers going, you will be pretty safe. I did cover 2 hammers in another video, so if you're interested in learning about that, check that video out. But it's these drones that are the worst. So really there's just the 3 Duroys and this wave right here. There's 3 waves in this mission. And it definitely gets progressively harder as the waves get, as the three waves. If you're using the blast hole and the NC cannon, which is one of my favorite setups, at least for lower difficulties, because it doesn't work quite as well on the higher difficulties, but it just allows you to dash and shoot and still stay mobile, but still have an NC cannon, which is very high damage and good range. It also penetrates your enemies, so that's why I like it. But then you can just, dash and shoot with the blast hole when you're waiting to reload your cannon. It looks like it one-shots the drones, which is nice. It is a little bit little bit difficult to hit when you're dashing, because it arcs, it makes an arc movement, but it works pretty good. But you're going to want to save one enemy for this off the first phase, so that the person up front can be ready up front to take out the shield screens, because there are going to be 2 shield screens up front and a bunch of wasps and 2 queen wasps, 1 on each side. And by having those shield screens out, it allows the person in the Proteus to be ready to attack after the dragons are dead. I'm gonna start working on these Duroys now, I think. But yeah, so for the next phase, there'll be a bunch of dragons that come from the back, and then a bunch of wasps and 2 queen wasps and 2 shield screens that come from the front. So what you'll do is you'll have the person up front be ready at the shield screens to kill them fast, and then just kills the little wasps as much as they can, and just keep the queen wasps up front and away from the Proteus and the aerator. And then the aerator would be in the back in the Proteus. You'll throw those Proteuses as soon as you can, and as many as you can. They'll be in the Proteus waiting for the dragons to land on them, and then once they land on them, they can get out and throw a strafe plan, you know, sideways, like throw it sideways so that it lands, so it hits all the dragons, like in a, like from left to right. And then just keep getting out and throwing strafe plans as you're able to, and then finish them off in the Proteus. And then once most of them are dead, because you will have help back there, you will have fencers and wing divers that spawn in. Then you can get into the Proteus and fight the queen wasps, while the fencers or wing divers up front, kiting them around. So I'm gonna kill these Duroys, and then be up front for the shield screens. Be ready. All right, where's this other one at? Sometimes these Duroys get stuck out in the middle. Looks like it's not. Looks like no one survived though, unfortunately, but that's what I was kind of expecting. I wish this setup was more feasible on hardest and Inferno, but it doesn't seem like it's quite, you're not able to move quite fast enough for it to be useful in all missions. It's useful in some missions, but it really depends on the mission. Oh, that ant's stuck, okay. I was wondering why it's out there by itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and head to the front here, heal up, and then get ready for the second phase. I'm gonna go ahead and reload. If you ever have a downtime, you definitely want to reload your catapult, get in the habit of doing that so you don't get in trouble getting caught in a reload. If you ever do, you can always just use the secondary on the catapult to dash forward, secondary on the blastile to dash forward, and then you can, kind of gives you a little bit of movement while you're waiting for it to reload if you need to do it that way, but it's not always the safest. But really, especially on hardest and Inferno, strafe plan is your best friend on this mission. You definitely, the frontline person definitely needs help up front, and that is definitely by far the best help you can use. And the Proteus is great too, because it has a lot of health, a lot of ammo, a lot of damage. I wanted to solo this on hardest, but I don't think it was something I could do. I tried it a couple times, but it's very difficult. I could last a while with 2 hammers, but then the Duroys would just surround me and then kill me with lasers. So, and then also on top of that, I needed some range weapons, and it's just tough to solo it. So I couldn't really do it. And then Inferno probably is possible, but I hate doing Inferno because it's like you're hiding behind your health on Inferno, where you could always solo anything on Inferno if you have enough health. So it's better just to test things on hardest. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and reload here, kill these last two. Then I'm gonna try and kill the shield screens as fast as I can before the queens get to me. And then I'll kill as many wasps as I can, and then I'll head up front for the dragons. But yeah, the shield screens just spawn right up front here, so if you're there with a hammer, it's pretty quick to kill them. Although they're pretty weak anyway. Alright, yeah, it's not bad. And yeah, if you hold down the javelin catapult trigger while you're using the blast tool, it allows you to shoot the blast tool faster as well. It cancels the animation on the second shot. I don't know if I want to stand here for this. Yeah, I need to not just stand there and take that. I was hoping I could have finished it off, but not a big deal. And whenever you're using the catapult, you know, always dash in between each shot. Otherwise you will get hit more. I'm gonna grab some health and then come back to that shield screen. That thing is gonna be a lot more annoying later. Alright. Yeah, these buildings, man, you gotta be careful. Those things are rough. With the fencer, they can really kill you. Okay. Now I'm gonna try and switch to my... I'm gonna kill some of these wasps, I think, first. But yeah, the blast tool's just so good. The range and then just penetrating through multiple enemies is just ridiculous. I also wanted to do this with Wing Diver, soloing it, but I gave it a couple tries, and it's just, the problem is you need like 3 weapons for it to work. I needed something with range, but the problem with her range weapons is they have high energy costs. I was trying to use the Grom, but that thing has a 62% energy cost, so it's really hard to do this mission with Wing Diver without taking a sniper, and the sniper is just too much energy cost to stay mobile because all these enemies are chasing you, so I couldn't really do it, unfortunately. But Fencer is always pretty safe. But yeah, it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable to be in front lines with the Wing Diver. It's not tough. It's just you need some other person to help you with the sniping. So I'm gonna go ahead. The red dragons are the worst because they can take a bunch of health off of you in one pass, so you have to be careful with them. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get to this building here and reload my catapult. So I can, now I'm gonna switch weapons and try and kill the queens really quickly here. Or get stuck on a building and die. I could always do that. Alright. Yeah, like I said, the buildings, you have to be careful with the building. Sometimes it's best just to look for a street, like a main street, and then just, you know, use that as like a visual cue to stay in the middle of the street, and then you'll know that you're in a safe place to dash backwards and attack. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try and kill these queens. But as you can see, this is really good for range and then being mobile the whole time as well. And then you can always just use the catapult when you're reloading. You usually want to try and use the whole catapult so that you're not stuck in a reload or 2 reloads. You don't want to be stuck in 2 reloads. But yeah, I think that's really good range and good damage too. Oh yeah, it's so gratifying when this bunch of dragons just fly right into your blast hole. That was crazy. So normally, you know, the air raider would be in the back and they would be in the Proteus and they would kill the, or railgun, and kill the queens for you. But don't have that luxury right now. Those wasps are really far away. It's crazy. whenever you're strafing the dragons, it's good to go left. Like, it's good to go, like, not straight back, but like in a little angle, so that they'll miss their shots, because they usually shoot in one direction. I'm gonna try and kill this thing first. Be quicker if I get rid of this weapon here. Oh yeah, I was on the side of the, I forgot I was on the side of the map. I couldn't move anymore that way, it's not good. Should be almost dead. There we go. I'll go ahead and change weapons and get some health here so I don't die. But yeah, now for the next phase, there's going to be 3 ships, 3 drop ships, and there's going to be a couple red drones, which are pretty priority as well. There's going to be a king spider and a queen ant and a bunch of hectors. So yeah, it's pretty bad. So pretty much what you'll do is, for this wave, you'll save one enemy, and then everyone will get back to the Proteus, and then as soon as hopefully by then you'll have 3 Proteuses out. Like I said, throw Proteuses as soon as you have them available. Any vehicle for that matter. If you're an air raider, always throw your vehicle as soon as you have it. Because if you can't use it, which you probably will eventually need it anyway if your vehicle dies early or something, someone else can use it, like a ranger, or even a wing diver or fencer can go into gunning position. But always throw them as soon as you get them. Otherwise it's kind of a waste of points. And anyway, so you'll hopefully have 3 Proteuses out by then. You only need 2 though anyway, but you'll probably want as many as you can. And everyone will go to the back, and then as soon as the ships spawn in, you will all focus on the drop ships and just take those down really fast. If you don't have a Proteus, you'll be able to use the railgun to kill them. And then once the enemies get pretty close to you, then you'll have the person that was in front lines before just they probably won't even get a chance to, because if you have a strafe plan, the enemies are going to be chasing the strafe plan, so they're not going to even be coming near to you as much. So you should be able to kill almost everything with everyone in the back of the Proteus. It's probably the best way to do it. But if you have to have the fencer go out or a wing diver go out and kite stuff in front, you can always do that. But yeah, the Proteus can almost finish the mission. I think we were playing on hardest with limits. Look at that. Look at that. Right on top of the balanced right on top of the light post. That's pretty cool. And then of course, if you're a ranger, you'll if you don't have an air raider, you'll be in the corner or in the back, just sniping the ships while the person up front is kiting the enemies away from them. You probably want to do, I don't know, probably whatever the biggest threat to the person is, whether it be the ships or the king spider is usually a big priority, and hectors can be a big priority too. But the ships definitely are up there as well, so I would probably say do the ships unless the person up front needs help with the spider. That'll make it a lot easier. Grab some health here and finish this off, and then go to the next phase. Yeah, like I said, I tried this on hard by myself a couple times with wing diver, and it's amazing how much easier it is to use fencer than it is to use wing diver. Wing diver, I used to think, was the strongest class, and she's still good. She's still very good. I mean, it's just more of a challenge in energy management. But the thing is, her speed. She's not as fast as the fencer is, which is crazy. But why is this red dragon being difficult? They're supposed to land right in front of me. But I died a couple times, like I said, because I needed a sniper rifle, and it's rough to try and, especially the third wave. I got to the third wave, but it was too hard to, with the weapons I had. I had a laser and a Grom, and I could never reload the Grom because I had to constantly be moving. If I had the Grom, if I could reload that, it'd be fine, but yeah, I couldn't do that. So I'm gonna try and kill these ships, I guess. Start with these first. I think I can reach it with the Blasto, we'll see. Try and kill these ants as they come out. It's kinda cool. And yeah, there's red drones, so those are kind of a priority too, but it's not as big of a deal. Alright, I guess I'm gonna kill this queen. I need to be careful on these buildings. Like that, I need to not die from the buildings. Yeah, it's a little dangerous there. It's the red drones that are the worst for the person up front as far as it's just the quick damage they can do. It's pretty crazy how they can just come by and do like 500 damage to you and then you're in trouble. Okay, the queen's down, that's good. Try and grab some health here now. Wow, all she had was health, that was crazy. Okay, now the king spider is my next biggest threat, I think. Get away from all these buildings. Not quite, can't quite reach those. The drones are bad, but they're gonna be more of a hassle for me to try and hit. I think I'm just gonna heal through them instead. Because they're gonna be more annoying to try and hit with the Blastal Spear for now. I'm gonna go ahead and reload now while I have a chance and safer in this building here. Okay. I'm gonna switch to this and try and do some damage, I guess. I love this thing, it's like a Blastal Spear with 600 meter range. Alright, I should just kill this king spider, so I don't have to worry about it. It's as big as a building. How can you miss it? I'm gonna move closer, I think, to it. Alright. Oh, Hector. Hello. These things have hardly any health, which is nice. Alright, I get it, I get it. Alright, let's go. Ooh, Hectors. Hectors are everywhere. Probably grab some health to be safe and then go back at it. How can I have no health over here? There's so many items on the map. Alright, switch weapons. That's like the scariest thing to do, is switch weapons while you're in the middle of a battle like that. Alright, this king spider needs to go. getting hit at? Not quite, can't quite reach it. I'm gonna use that. I'm about to use my other weapon then. Alright. I think this thing does 1,000 damage each shot. Ooh, big health, I'll take that. After this thing's dead. There we go. Alright, switch weapons. Alright, now I'm gonna probably kill these ships next. The hammer is nice for that reason, where you can do it you can just zoom in, do some major damage, and then zoom out. That's why I like the hammer so much compared to the blast tool. But just being by myself, I kind of needed something with range, I think. So. Alright, one down. Get some health and kill these ships. These red drones are getting really annoying. Same with these ants. Alright, this ship is almost dead. Might as well finish this one off. Alright. Now get this ship out maybe. Can't hit it. Yeah, if you hit the Proteus, it's so fast, this mission, to finish it off. This is a little bit slower, but I don't really have help right now, so. Alright. All these Hectors. How'd that miss? I gotta love when you hit all three of them at once. I probably should get some health here just to be safe. As far as dash canceling, I find it really easy to usually just dash cancel forward and just use your aiming, your right analog, to aim where you're dashing to, rather than trying to dash, you know, on angles and stuff, especially when you're trying to hit items, healing items or something. It can be hard to aim, so it's better just to aim with your aiming reticle and then dash forward always, or sideways, or backwards, but you know, not too many angles. I usually don't do too many angles. Oh my goodness. Yeah, as you can see, this would be tough with Wing Diver by yourself, because these red drones, they would keep coming by me and just taking off 500 hit points. And I only had, 2,500, so it's just, and then trying to fight these, everything with range, it's just pretty rough. It's probably doable, but I didn't want to keep messing with it. Alright, dude, you're going down, I think. Or I'm going down. Okay, nice juggle there. That was a nice juggle. Alright. finish off these, and then I'll be done here. As he uses cannon, finish it off. Alright, one more. It's gonna be fun trying to hit those drones with my weapons, but shouldn't be too bad. Alright. Those things sure open an awful lot. Yeah, I realized when I changed my video in the last video, my video quality, I didn't realize the mic audio was the problem, so I had to lower my in-game audio, so I figured out how to make that work, but yeah, it should be better now. Come on, go down. Okay, I need to probably look for health now. Wasn't paying attention. It's easy with Fencer to just get a little overconfident because he's so strong. Oh, that's my chance. I missed my chance. Are you gonna go down now? Here we go. Come on. No one survived. Terrible. I hope these drones aren't a hassle trying to kill. I think the blast hole's gonna be the best damage I can get on. Yeah. Yeah, as long as you're ready for each wave, it's pretty good on this mission. It's not too bad. And you have one person up front. Like it would be rough to just it would be definitely rough to do it with rangers, 2 rangers. I actually did, like I mentioned in a previous video, I'm actually doing a ranger only run on hardest with limits with someone, with a friend of mine, and we actually beat this on first try. I could not believe it. We thought we were going to be stuck on this mission for a long time, but what we did was we had 2 stampedes, and we had, I'm trying to remember what the other weapons we had were. I think one of us had a stringer, and one of us had probably a machine gun or something, but I could not believe it. We actually did it first try. The Stampede is really strong on hardest, and it killed most of the enemies, and we just grabbed all the NPCs we could and kept alive with them and killed the ships as soon as we could, and just, I don't know, I was probably surprised how well it went, but yeah, Air Raider, Fencer, Air Raider, Wing Diver, but definitely your best, strongest on that mission. And anyway, thanks for watching.